Well, using very colourful language, the Oscar-winning actress Olivia Colman has blasted the Hollywood gender pay gap. She says that she would have been paid a lot more if she was called Olivia. She didn't say a lot more, she said a different expression.
She'd be paid more if she was called Oliver.
I'm sorry, if she was called Oliver.
She is called Olivia.
She was called Olivia. If she was called Oliver. In an interview on CNN's The Amanpour Hour, she spoke about the inequalities that she personally has experienced. So, should male actors with pulling power be paid more? Journalist Ryan Mark says that male actors should get paid more because they bring in bigger audiences than women do, and more money, therefore, they should get it. But author Anna May says that men and women are completely equal and should be paid exactly the same amount. And I think most of you watching feel that too. So it's a bit of an antediluvian approach, yours, isn't it? I mean, I can sort of see back
what
in the...
What does antediluvian mean?
Old-fashioned.
Oh, right.
In the days of yore, yeah, Hollywood might say that the male actor cut it and the female actor was always in his shadow. But come on, it's 2024.
Well, I think Olivia Colman, first of all, needs to shut up and stop whining, OK? We need to look at the facts.
That didn't sound like a whine to me. That sounded like a cri de coeur.
Well, she's vulgar, she likes to swear, I don't know, it's all very posturing to me. The thing is, Hollywood, since the early days, people go to the cinema to see the stars. Look at Adam Sandler. He's at the top of Hollywood's highest earners.
Not a star.
£57 million he earned last year. That's because people want to see men in cinema. The highest earners in Hollywood are dominated by men. Look at Adam Sandler as well in Netflix. 5th most watched film with Jennifer Aniston. 173 million people tuned in to watch Murder Mystery 2.
Enough. This is
people
ridiculous.
Want to see men.
You know what year it is? It's 2024. Say it out loud. 2024.
Yes,
not
exactly.
1824.
And people want to see men.
Actors are actors. Whether you're saying there's more value to throwing yourself out of a plane or a high building than there is actually to acting. And one of the biggest grossing films of all time was Titanic. Do you think that could have coped? We could have done that without Kate Winslet? I don't think so.
What about Skyfall? 1.1 billion
yeah,
box
but that's
office
another. You're talking about
sales. What about the Avengers Endgame? 2.7 billion.
Well, women like that too.
Box office sales.
Women like that too.
Yes,
and what's vulgar about
by
asking
male
for equal
actors.
pay?
People are going to the cinema to watch the male actors.
Anna May, can I ask, if the star does have more pulling power, should they get more? Because if that is the case, if you back that, then a female actor in a film where, for instance, Margot Robbie and Barbie could argue she should get twice as much as just Ken.
Yes, but films are different, aren't they? I mean, it doesn't always have to be films. Let's look at Succession. It's often ensemble pieces. So I don't know what you two earn, but I'm hoping...
Neither do we.
I'm hoping you get equal parity, because why not? You're both doing the same job in the same place, in the same chairs, but you're saying, presumably, that Susanna should get less than Richard.
Well, look, I don't know who brings in
argument.
Follow your argument through.
Whoever brings in the most entertainment, arguably should get the most. So perhaps it's Richard Madeley who should be earning more because he's more entertaining.
How would you quantify that?
Sorry?
How would you quantify that?
Well, you can look at viewer reception. Maybe when Richard Madeley's on the show, he achieves higher ratings, perhaps. I'm not sure. I'd have to speak to ITV about that. But if he does, and presumably, I don't know, but it should transpire to film as well. Whoever's garnering the larger audience should receive more money.
On something like Barbie, how on earth would you work out who was pulling in? Was it Ryan Gosling
because
as Ken, or was it Margot Robbie as
and
Barbie?
what do you like better? Do you like... I mean, I saw Maverick at the weekend, for example, which is sensational, but how do you compare that to The Banshee of Inisherin that makes you feel everything in a couple of hours and is men and women? So your view is actually it's culturally... culturally illiterate,
what about the earlier series of The Crown? Now, Claire Foy played the Queen. You have to agree that the Queen's role in The Crown is the dominant role, and yet she got paid less than the guy who was playing Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Well,
isn't that ridiculous?
Well, OK, in that particular instance, it's ridiculous. But look at Skyfall, OK? People want to go to see James Bond, which is played by a man, and that's why it achieves such success in the box office.
He does most of the work,
the thing is,
James Bond's in the Bond films, so I think that's reasonable.
But look at Avatar. It's the same with Avatar.
To be fair, did not do most of the work in The Crown.
Do you only watch action movies? Because that seems to be all
can I just finish?
No, you've already spoken a lot.
Excuse me, can I just finish this one point,
Let him finish and then you come back.
The risk is we're removing the artistic integrity from film in favour of external factors like ensuring there's parity of pay between men and women, we don't need to think about that. We need to think about making the right casting decisions
in male-dominated
film. That's what matters.
I like that you're culturally illiterate for a start, because you're watching all these action films and haven't talked about anything with any artistic merit. So that's number one.
That's totally subjective.
And women, are you going to keep talking over me? You're so entitled.
No, you're making
so
accusations of me.
Right, carry on, Anime.
Last point.
So I'm just saying that women deserve parity on every level, and it's 2024, not 1820.
OK. Thank you both
where we came in.
very much
I've only
indeed.
got one question left, and that's to you, Susanna. Can you lend me a tenner?
Or could you lend me?